Hello and welcome to another Train Sim World 2 video. This time I'm driving from Eaglescliffe to Redcar, British Steel, although the video title will say Redcar, and I'm using the Class 45 diesel electric locomotive. Now, with that all out of the way, I'll first say that I had a little bit of trouble doing this episode for the first time when I was initially recording, so I'm using a different clip. The trouble was with the master key, I forgot that the master key is halfway between the throttle and the reverser. So I was kind of looking all the way around the cab to find it before, and I didn't think to look there because it's such a small place. But yes, it is there. I'm just putting on all the lights, and today we're driving this. You know, Class 45 is probably very recognisable to a lot of railway enthusiasts. I think it's the 45. It might be another train that looks like this. There are quite a few trains that look very similar to this one, I think, out there. Namely the Class 37, although the 37 is a bit different in this game because it can only haul freight. Which is a little bit annoying, as I'd like to use it with other things, like passenger carriages and stuff like that. This thing can do passenger carriages only, or just the locomotive by itself. Or you could drive two of these back to back, I think, or variations of two of these with passenger cars and all the rest of it. But yeah, the Class 37 is something that I would have liked to drive on its own. I will be driving it definitely at some point. It's just the fact that I'd like to either drive it on its own or with passenger cars, because and here's another thing to note: in scenario mode you may start in the wrong cab, depending on what you're doing. So sometimes you might start in the wrong kind of seating position. In this thing, I don't think that's ever happened, but in the 37 it has, and in the Class 20 I think it did about one time when I was using a different configuration. But it wasn't a configuration I liked, really, all that much, to be honest. So yeah, sometimes just note that you might start in the wrong cab, but that's okay. You can switch cabs, you can go to a different cab if you want to, because it's your train, your way, basically. Yeah, the choice is yours. If you want to drive in a different cab, you could technically drive this from the rear if you really wanted to, but part of me thinks that you want to see out of the front at all times, and that's okay. I understand why that might be. But yeah, with that out of the way, let's talk about something a little bit annoying, at least for me recently. Here's the thing: the stream that I did on would it have been the 12th or the 13th, because I did it about very late at night, shall we say, so it might have already run over into the 13th. Anyway, the point being, it didn't go so well. The problem is that there is a bug. I think it's a bug, and I'm not really feeling like going onto the Dovetail Games forums because I don't have an account there, and I don't want to come in and say, oh, by the way, there's a bug with blah 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 thing, and then just go, because I think that, yeah, maybe they think, oh, it's a new guy, he probably might be a troll or something. I don't know what kind of problems they might have on that site, but yeah, I don't want to make a fool of myself and have it turn out not to be a bug, like maybe it only affects certain things at this point. So I don't want to give you the wrong information. All I know for sure is it is a bug that has been affecting this route, which is Tees Valley Line, and Northern Transpennine are the two that I tried it on. So I was trying to do the stream from Manchester to Leeds, which is obviously the Transpennine line, and I was going to do a full-on passenger service stop at every station, let passengers out, board new ones, and then keep going. Well, yeah, it started okay. It started, but didn't work. So I'll tell you the story if you don't want to watch the stream to find out. I was driving the 377, which is the passenger train. It's an electric multiple unit. We've driven it before in the introduction video. and it will probably be in another video upcoming. And then I started it, I got underway, started at Manchester Victoria, put it into power after setting the train up for a while, and then I passed a green signal. It was very clearly green. You can go back and watch the footage if you really want to. If you want to try and prove or disprove what I'm just saying, that I'm saying that it actually happened. And then for some reason the game thought it was a red signal and said, oh, service failed, signal passed at danger. So I thought, because I wasn't looking at the screen, I was actually chatting in the actual chat itself. I thought, okay, maybe it turned to red at the last moment, maybe I took too long to set off, something like that. Maybe it just sometimes does that. If it sometimes does it, then it's kind of not too big a deal. I mean, I've only just left the station, I can try again. So I retried it. I got past that signal which stopped me before, I got past another one, and then another one, and then another one, and then it did it on the about 4th or 5th signal that I passed. Service failed, passed at danger. The signal was also green at the time, and you can go back to the stream and check that out as well, because I haven't cut any of this content out, it's all there. Okay, so then I decided to start at another station, and what do you know, it didn't work again, and then I think I tried it from Staley Bridge. Same thing happened then later on down the line, at completely random. So, looks to me like they did a patch to fix the signals not working. I think I mentioned it in the previous video, the Class 20 Seaford to Brighton video. If you want to watch that, you can, to find out what exactly I'm talking about. But basically, there was a problem with red signals at the stations, where they just wouldn't change, like Leeds and Manchester, just at the stations at the end, for example, where it wouldn't change to green to let you actually finish doing what you're doing. So they released a patch, I believe, that fixed that, but it seems that they've created a new bug from that patch, and the bug is the random game telling you, oh hey, it's you passed a red signal when you very clearly didn't, because the signal was green, and it also said green up in the top right there. So there you go. That's kind of annoying, and that threw a spanner in the works for me personally. It also happened on this line as well, from Darlington Station, and then it just flagged me at random whenever it felt like it, did exactly the same thing. So I ended up changing what I was going to do for that stream. It was still an okay stream, I'm not really saying it's a total failure, but it was a shame that the bug interrupted everything to do with that, because let's just be honest, I wanted to do something that was going to be long enough for a stream. I did, it's just, it wasn't what I planned, so that's kind of annoying, and I hope that Dovetail fixed it, because it's clearly not meant to happen. And if you're asking, no, there wasn't any other trains in front of me on the line, and that's not the reason why. Everything that I put on the line was coming towards me, so on the complete opposite track to where I was, so it can't have been from that, and I don't know why it did that. It may be just, might be a tiny, I don't know what's wrong with it actually, to be brutally honest. So we'll see what happens with that. The next patch that they release, I'm pretty sure that will probably fix it. Don't know when that'll be though, so if it interrupts my content, then I'm sorry. I do have another video after this to upload, and both of those went fine, so if I don't manage to make any content because of that issue, I will try and change it so that I can. But the only thing that I can do is work around it, so I do apologise for that. But this is the Class 45. I spent a while talking about just that one bug. The Class 45, I like it as a train, but I think its brakes could use a little extra work, you know, it's kind of, you know, I'm just saying that from my experience, it's a nice train to drive, pretty powerful thing, pretty nice interior, very classic design. You know, all the trains are pretty nice. It's a diesel, it makes a decent amount of noise. What else can I say other than it's really nice? But yeah, I do enjoy driving the Class 45. Another thing that I was going to mention in the stream, but I just didn't, I think I got to mention it right at the very end. It was about steam trains possibly coming to Train Sim World. So, you know what a steam train is, obviously. The train that runs on steam power rather than diesel or electricity that we currently have. So that's probably one of the most exciting things. Well, I say exciting for me. If steam trains didn't even come to the game, I wouldn't be too fussed about it, because I understand that steam trains kind of work a lot differently from diesel trains, and there's a lot more that can go wrong with a steam train. I think the details are probably a lot more intricate, so getting them right would be harder for the team. I believe that, you know, if they didn't end up making steam trains, it wouldn't be the end of the world for me. So if they cancel the update, whatever, cancel the DLC that it may or may not come in, I wouldn't care too much. I'm not going to be outraged. I'm just going to say, oh, that sucks. Anyway, I do like steam trains, don't get me wrong. I don't hate them. I'm just thinking, well, if it arrives at the game, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But people do have the right to be excited about it, and I understand a lot of the fan base is probably very excited about that news. So that's very nice. If you want to find more information about that, you should probably check up their website, or probably some more YouTubers have covered it more in depth, you know, doing a quick rundown of everything. So that's what I recommend. That's nice news. What is also nice news is that I think they have finished production of, I think it's Southeastern High Speed that they've finished the production on, but I'm not entirely sure because they were a little bit vague in what I just watched. I should probably watch more of it to find out the information, so please don't take anything that I'm about to say to be absolute truth. Anything that I'm about to say, everything that I've already said is correct, 100%, but this part, it's just guesswork on my part. So I'm guessing that when they said, oh, it's been moved to, you know, in production, or complete, because they said, well, we finished it, they just call it in production because technicality. That's how they just operate. But yeah, they said they completed the Southeastern High Speed line, which is very nice. I'm looking forward to that. Mostly because it does have a new high speed train in it. It does have a train that we've already had in the game before, which is a little bit meh. It's a bit meh, to be quite honest. It's the 377 again, and I do like the 377, it's just that I've already got it with East Coast Way, so, you know. I just hope that the DLC locomotives included for that specific add-on will be worth purchasing, and I think that they are going to be. I've had a look at some of them that have been either confirmed or speculated or definitely found or something like that, and I like all of them. There's two of them, the class 313 and the 46 something, no, something like that. They're very passenger oriented trains, so like the 377, just older models kind of idea. I look forward to driving those. Okay, those would be nice to operate because that's, in my opinion, a nice train. You know, it doesn't need carriages; it's already kind of got what it needs. So I think they'd be nice to drive. And the actual high-speed train itself will probably be quite nice as well, quite smooth, I'm guessing. They are kind of brand new trains that the UK has delivered, and I think you can probably find a news article or story on BBC News where they would have announced those actually arriving. so that is that's that part, you know. Alright, so a quick cut in here with the audio from my microphone. Yeah, so the trains that they're releasing with the Southeastern High Speed route DLC is going to be, or are going to be, the BR Class 395, which is the high speed train, and then the BR Class 375/9, which is, I believe, exactly the same as the 377, the one that we've already got, but I don't know, it might be slightly different inside, might be slightly different performance wise maybe, but that's about all that I can think of, because it looks the same, just in a different livery. However, you know, it is a new thing, and for people who don't have the 377 or any variant of it already, it's nice to get that. It's just that I already have it, so it's, you know, it's whatever. And also, there will probably be some DLC locomotives for that one. They have listed, I think 2 of the DLC locomotives that they currently know to be apparently in production. I guess this is going off information on the wiki, so on the Wikipedia fandom article site, fandom thing, the fandom site. So that one says, I'm going to take a quick look as I'm talking to you, by the way, because I just think that's probably going to be a bit better. And then apparently the DLC locomotive for this is the BR Class 465, which is basically, it's a commuter train. It's a diesel, no, not diesel, electric commuter train. And if you want to have a look at pictures of that, you can do that. So if you really want to do that, as in get the kind of pictures going by yourself, you can do that. I can't show them on the screen. I'm using Share Factory on the PS4, so I don't know how to do that. And then there's also the BR Class 313, which apparently is an upcoming add-on for, well, it's an upcoming add-on for East Coast Way, apparently, which is a DLC which is already released. But was it planned? I'm guessing. Was it kind of set back because of Train Sim World 2's development? I don't know, but that's what it says on the fandom site. So apparently it's for East Coast Way. It is something I'm looking forward to driving, all of these. So yeah, I will definitely try and get all of these locomotives that I just mentioned. I'll get the 2 in the route DLC whenever I can. I'll try and set some money aside ready for the release. If I get a release date from any video or article that I've read, I'll talk about it in these videos and let you know, hey, I'm definitely getting it, because I know now when it is, and then I can make plans. But aside from all that, that is everything that's upcoming that I'm interested in. The rest of the stuff we don't know very much about, so it is what it is. And yeah, we're just going to go really slowly now so we can actually stop in the right place, but we are approaching the end of the video. So, as a quick recap, what journey did we do today? We did Eaglescliffe to Redcar, British Steel. So it's basically just a station next to the British Steel Works that are, you know, behind us. I think we passed by them. I think you could see them. So yeah, I think that whole journey went well. We didn't crash into anything. We didn't run any red lights. We did pretty good. Sorry about there being no locomotives coming the other way though. I'll try and set some up for a future video. Anyway, that's all from me. I hope you have a great day. Hope you had fun watching the video. And I'll see you all in the next one, which will likely be on the BR Class 6. Oh, sorry. The BR Class 66. See you all around. I'm sorry for the coughing.